I will sit this parade out for a long period of time until there's time goes by, until there's credibility that is given to this quasi-product, until there is regulation involved in it, until prices decline, until there is a complete lack of volatility. If Bitcoin was supposed to be a currency rather than some quasi-store of value, when it becomes a currency and stabilizes, then I'll be interested. But until then, I won't be. Can it go to 15,000? Sure, it'll do it without me.
You don't think it's been legitimized by the CME group, by Mike Novogratz, and by others?
It is being given some sense of legitimacy by the CBOE, which begins trading, I think, Sunday night, and by the CBOT, my old trading ground. I think that begins, December 19th, if I'm not mistaken. So clearly that has given some legitimacy, but when they begin to pay taxes on it, when it ceases to be an avenue for avoiding taxes, when it ceases to be a place where drug dealers are trading and making transactions, then I'll be interested. I'd much rather own steel. I'd much rather own ships. I'd much rather own land. Bitcoin, it is the modern day tulip bulb mania, and I will let others trade it. I won't touch it, either on the long side or the short side. I wish those who have done well continue to do well. I hope it even goes higher, but it shall do so without me.
Hey Dennis, it's Dan. Don't you think, though, the whole notion of it having to be a currency in your eye? I mean, listen, you make a lot of good points about it. And listen, there were a lot of people who didn't buy internet stocks 20 years ago or 10 years ago, that sort of thing. Yeah. So to me, everyone doesn't have to be in there. But you have obviously been a huge proponent of gold. Gold is not a currency; it's a store of value. So if you look at it the way like a guy like Mike Novogratz said it just on the air today on CNBC, that it's digital gold. Why can't you kind of buy into the notion that it's a store of value and with massive network effects?
Give me the difference between gold and Bitcoin is that gold on a really volatile day may move 2%. Bitcoin on a volatile day moves 15 and 20%. When Bitcoin ceases to be that volatile, Dan, when you get it to the point where it's trading 1 and 2% in big volume days or big volatility days, then you'll have my interest. But how do you margin something that can move 15, 20, 25% and does it on a regular basis? It's the volatility that frightens me. I've been trading all my life, but this is something that shocks me and frightens me, and I'll let others people, and I hope that you're doing well with it, but it's something that I just simply won't touch. It becomes legitimate when the volatility leaches away.
Dennis, appreciate the time. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Judge. Good to see you.
All right, likewise. Have a good holidays, by the way, if we don't see you before. That's Dennis Gartman for us tonight. Trade it?
Well, I tell you what, I mean, the question for a lot of people that are uber bearish on Bitcoin now is what will it take to get you to climb on board? Because the reality is, for even the people like Jamie Dimon who have been outspoken critics of Bitcoin, his institution is going very hard on crypto and in terms of blockchain technology. So the reality is blockchain technology is only mushrooming right now. And I think it's just about picking the right horse, whether that's Bitcoin or not. The reality is it's here.
I mean, even Novogratz said today that it's a speculative bubble.
Of course it is, but it's that speculation and it's that volatility that's actually gaining awareness for this technology. And so at the end of the day, to create a huge network effect, you need people getting on it and buying into it. You need them making money, losing money, understanding what what's going on here, and that can't happen unless people are speculating. So at the end of the day, I think that a lot of people in the stock market are a little disappointed because we're talking about a 10 VIX all the time, and there's no vol and this and that or whatever, and there's no just buy every dip. There's a lot of trading activity going on.
Do the exchanges legitimize it to you?
Of course. And
I agree with you, but Dennis didn't think as much. But I thought
BK says this all the time. He loves seeing those headlines about regulation. The more regulated it is, the more exchanges, it's going to be good for the thing.